Versatile Mage. Chapter 635. Zhang Xiaohu's Disguise. Hey, idiot, don't tell me you still know how to say your last words. Tell him to extinguish his fire now, or you'll be dead soon. Snapped Hong Jun. Hong Jun put the sharp dagger closer to Zhang Xiaohu's throat. It almost sliced into his artery. Su Xiaoluo's eyes became bloodshot upon seeing this. She looked at Mo Fan with a pleading gaze, hoping that Mo Fan would not abandon Zhang Xiaohu like that. However, Mo Fan did not stop attacking. The flames erupted from his body like a volcano as he threw the terrifying meteorite fist forward. Damn it, how dare you ignore me? Hong Jun's face contorted. He pulled the dagger with all his strength, slicing at Zhang Xiaohu's throat. He wanted to let Mo Fan know the consequences of underestimating him. Everyone who looked down on him must die. If it weren't because he kept feeling a pair of eyes watching him all the time, he would have killed this idiot who kept sticking close to Su Xiaoluo. He would not have waited until today. The dagger swept past. Its momentum could easily slice one's throat open, yet the fresh blood that was supposed to jet out did not appear. The truth was, the dagger had only sliced across the air. There was no sensation of the dagger stabbing into someone's flesh. The furious Hong Jun could only see a flicker before him, followed by a surging gust. Zhang Xiaohu had already disappeared, and he sensed a great chill from behind. You're a hopeless dumbass. The Black Vatican is full of assholes, yet you're still willing to be their slave. You who colluded with demon creatures are not worthy to be called a magician. Zhang Xiaohu's voice came from behind him. Hong Jun felt a chill down his spine. He fiercely stabbed the dagger backwards, yet it only caught the afterimage of Zhang Xiaohu's movement. Zhang Xiaohu was already 2 meters away. His eyes were lively and aware. Raising his hand, a strong wind suddenly blew in front of Zhang Xiaohu. The rapid gust immediately turned into a tornado sweeping forward. Hong Jun had no time to react. The wind tossed him into the air. The wind grew stronger, lifting Hong Jun higher up into the sky. His figure was as tiny as a stalk of grass. Under Zhang Xiaohu's control, the tornado continued to rise higher, drawing the raindrops nearby into it. Don't kill. Su Xiaoluo was just about to beg for mercy for Hong Jun's sake. However, the wind suddenly turned sharp like sabers, sweeping past Hong Jun's body, amputating him continuously before he turned into a blood mist. I can promise you anything, but I will never spare the life of someone from the Black Vatican. Zhang Xiaohu said to Su Xiaoluo expressionlessly. The blood rain poured down, falling behind Zhang Xiaohu, who was quite somber. Su Xiaoluo glanced at him in astonishment, feeling that he was now a different person. Meanwhile, the meteorite split into 9 fiery dragons, devouring the female deacon of the Black Vatican. The woman screamed in pain, trying to beg for mercy. However, Mo Fan's intent to kill was as determined as Zhang Xiaohu's. When he recalled that all of Bo City was treated as a mere test run by the Black Vatican, Mo Fan felt the urge to throw a few more punches at the woman's corpse. Little Flame Bell left Mo Fan's body and landed nimbly on his shoulder. Mo Fan turned his head sideways. His cold face finally wore a smile. You did a good job today. Little Flame Bell wriggled happily at his words. Mo Fan slowly walked up to Zhang Xiaohu. Zhang Xiaohu looked at him with a hint of remorse and said, I'm sorry, Brother Fan. It's fine, I know you have your own reasons. Now, can you tell me what happened to the village? Mo Fan did not blame Zhang Xiaohu. Zhang Xiaohu looked at Mo Fan in surprise. He admitted that he had always pretended to suffer from amnesia, acting like he had turned into an idiot. There was only one reason behind it: to protect himself. Brother Fan, when you showed up at Hua village, I almost lost myself. I never thought you would come, really. Zhang Xiaohu glanced at Mo Fan. He seemed to be losing control of his emotions. He was severely injured, only a step away from dying. He did lose his memory for a while due to the strong blow to his head. He only recovered slowly after he was treated by Su Xiaoluo. That night, When they were chased by the Hatchet Corps General, the others were either chopped to death or fell into the dark abyss that appeared out of nowhere. The Hatchet Corps General was going to push him into the dark abyss too, but it ended up sparing his life, perhaps because of his kindness when he turned around, trying to save her. However, Zhang Xiaohou had discovered an unbelievable sight. He saw people of the Black Vatican close to the dark abyss. Zhang Xiaohou never thought he would stumble into people of the Black Vatican on the night of the incident, and they were so near the dark abyss. Zhang Xiaohou was going to take a closer look, but he was spotted by them. In the end, he could only flee as fast as he could, suffering a serious injury. He ran all the way to Hua village, where Su Xiaoluo saved him. While he was recovering, he was almost poisoned to death, making him realize that someone in the village had colluded with the Black Vatican. They were trying to silence him. As such, Zhang Xiaohou could only pretend he was suffering from amnesia as his disguise. He knew clearly that once the Black Vatican discovered he had seen something he was not supposed to, they would send out blue deacons to eliminate him. In order to protect himself, and make sure he could tell the others what he had seen, Zhang Xiaohou had no choice but to put up an act as an idiot. He had waited so long just to find who the person from the Black Vatican was. Zhang Xiaohou thought it was only a matter of time until he was killed, yet to his surprise, Mo Fan came to his rescue. He had come all the way here, to a place separated from the world, crossing the area of Xianxi that no magician was willing to cross. Zhang Xiaohou felt like he could no longer keep up his act. He had wanted to give Mo Fan a hug and tell him what he had gone through. But he did not dare to do so. The person from the Black Vatican would be watching him. He believed that if he showed any sign of recovering the slightest bit of his memory, or even tried to talk to Mo Fan alone, the person would surely notify the higher-ups of the Black Vatican and would eliminate them before they could make it out of Xianxi. But from what I know about the Black Vatican, they wouldn't just leave a potential threat like you alive if you really saw something that you were not meant to. Mo Fan raised his doubts. Chapter end. Please guys like, comment, share, and subscribe.